Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Jeffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skull epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
To prove him wrong, I let him go.
Really? Are you sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
I think you're hiding something, Edgar.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theater. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she...
My point... Come on, Edgar. Don't you see that...
How could I?
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
Right, I admit it. I boldly ventured into experimental realms, but I've killed no one to appease my thirst for knowledge, Jonathan. I'm no murderer.
I never asked to become what I am, Edgar. You chose to conduct your rogue experiments.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then. Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
Enough!
Due back to me, Jonathan. What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand.
Edgar Swansea was responsible.
What?
He confessed.
All those poor
Edgar...
I must...
Yes.
Then we have no...
I have one.
There is a...
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth. Are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth! Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
Boys, we've got one of them! You least you can.
Look lively! It's on to us!
Stupid beast! These will hate leeches! Watch yourselves! I shall fear no evil! Please, boys!
I cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drug storage.
Step away, sir. I said go back home! You're mine!
It's locked, all right.
Look at me.
No rest.
There it is. Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu.
It's one of them!
The power of the Lord commands you!
A leech! A leech!
Burn it, boys! Stupid beast! Fuck! He's dead! Kill it while you just said! Take its head! What's the lead, boys? Yeah!
If McCullum really drank the blood of King Arthur, then I may have found another
Go
vital
back home,
ingredient for
idiot!
my recipe. This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail. Good evening, Vampire Hunter.
Are you here to end me, Leech? You'll find I will not be killed easily.
Not at all, McCullum. I am here because I need you.
Really? I'm intrigued. Speak up, then.
I need the blood of a king. The blood of Arthur. I'm certain you possess it, and I must have it.
The Guard's most sacred and precious relic. Why would you? You found...
I need the antidote to save this city, McCullum.
it.
I have found the carrier, McCullum. The infections.
A vampire doctor.
Do you not understand?
Not enemies.
Thank you.
Indeed.
What will the...
Yes.
Li-
I am... We...
What will the guard of...
Yeah.
Why
The man... Cop.
were...
Yeah.
Adieu.
Until we...
Leech spotted! Watch out, boys!
Burn it, boys!
A leech! A leech!
Back, demon! Back!
Get them weapons ready! We found it!
It's time!
Women's right to vote is
Whose
only the
blood
first
could be
step.
purer than that of William Marshall? Lord Redgrave will have to spare me a drop.
Welcome back, Doctor.
I cannot enter. Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
Welcome.
I've located the true origin of the epidemic.
Good. We've held out thus far.
The blood.
The blood of will.
This is more...
I see. Well, in that case...
Thank you, my lord.
Now go, Lance-bearer.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need...
I think I'm fine. But what happened to my jailer? Be careful.
You don't have to worry about him anymore. What...
I am Tadao Kimura. I was imprisoned by this lunatic for several days. I thought I was going to die here.
You're not going to die now, Mr. Kimura. If you hurry, you should be able to get home safely.
It seems...
Are you sure you'll manage...
Yes, I...
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Take care.
Women of all countries unite!
Take some seriously.
They're all
Women's
around
right to
you,
vote is only
waiting for you to let your guard down.
It's locked, all right. This place has been ransacked. They've all been slaughtered. Pre-one? No, not their style. Where has Harriet gone? She must have left a trail I could follow.
Take not a step further, child, for you are unprepared.
You, at last. I wondered when you would show your face again. Step away. We have nothing to discuss.
Desist, child. You cannot confront the monstrosity unleashed upon this land without due preparation. I shall not allow it.
All right. But no more riddles. Enough of the obscure songs and prophecies. I ask questions, and you answer them.
My words have been as clear as crystal lakes, my child. You seem unwilling to drink, to listen, to learn.
Why did you choose?
Only you could provide.
Speak to me.
The blood.
What
is...
What is...
I do not.
Blood?
Why would I?
But who are you, really?
I am your maker. I am the servant of the Red Goddess and protector.
Just give me what...
There are those who call me Myrddin Wild, the Wild Horned Man.
I'm here to...
I have heard you, but be wary. Harriet Jones's mind...
What it...
It is...
Tell me. And who is the...
She...
The Morrigan? The Celt...
She has been worshipped in many forms.
So the... Tell me... I only... I know. McCullum used such a serum when...
Your final task.
What will happen thereafter? What
Your fate, my child, and the fate of this land.
Will it be over then? Once I've defeated this creature?
Yes. the threat will dissipate like so much smoke. For you will have...
And then what?
How would I know? I am no god, and your fate is in your own hands. For you are our champ.
You tricked me. My sister died for your schemes. I have brought...
Very soon you'll come to know that sacrifice is sometimes necessary. Be brave, my child.
These poor skulls didn't stand a chance.
Oh, I'm sick. So sick. Doctor, help me, please. I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Ah, like your help, Doris. Liars! All of you! My poor baby. I've been such a bad mother. But the Queen herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, you must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature?
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
So it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget? What are you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suaskal territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other Suaskals.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's over now. London is no longer shrouded in the disaster's shadow. We're all safe.
Yes, you prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
London has been cleansed. This catastrophe came about when an ancient, malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe. For now. My craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger. Red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another. From predator to victim. Patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long. Well, this is it. Lady Ashbury's domain. Why am I not surprised it's not on any maps? I'd better hurry.
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother. My dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. You are but a distant child.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue,
why did Harriet Jones?
You are the doctor. You hold...
Icors seem...
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when...
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't...
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her...
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate. What will happen
with you?
What will become of the vampire hunters? What will become of the Brotherhood?
I foresee trouble for them now that your progeny considers becoming...
But I'm certain the current primate has no wish to resign.
Exactly. And I am not fully convinced you're...
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons, and to bid them fare thee well.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
Tell me, is his... When he fought me,
you just...
King Arthur.
Yes.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid...
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
This is madness. How many?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the...
So that is all we are to you?
No. You are my son.
Speak clearly.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you.
I cannot enter. The castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in. It's locked, all right. The lady of the manor isn't expecting visitors. Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume. She must be here somewhere. It's locked. This castle is falling apart. Like most castles, this one has a crypt, and it holds something special inside. Elizabeth, my love, you allow my portrait to watch over you while you sleep. I'm flattered. That sweet fragrance. Elizabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently. A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for. What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. One last switch, and... voila.
your sword, Father. You have nothing to be afraid of.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No. Never. You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Is this really him?
Yes. This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and savior of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father?
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Where are we? What is...
This is the Ashbury estate.
Is this your retreat?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I...
Are you not afraid someone might...
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who...
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes. To end it.
Will you go back to London?
No.
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come into money.
I have destroyed the disaster. This creature that
Yes. You did?
Yes. We...
I cannot...
No.
But it was my blood all along.
Why...
How could I not... Yes.
What do you...
I visited...
You think...
After he said...
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty...
No.
And yet he thinks...
Can he communicate?
Yes.
We could...
It's... too late. The blood of hate.
William Marshall infected you?
Yes. But he saved me.
Saved you? How?
The tears...
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's...
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many...
I need to know more. I want to know who you really are. Where you...
I was born Elizabeth Samantha Mary Englewood in 1551 in Hertfordshire. My parents owned a pub in...
How did you meet?
He was an econ for centuries when he found me.
Why did he...
You should ask him that.
Did you ever...
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father.
What about us?
What do you mean? I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since...
You should have...
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hospitals.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but
I can help.
No, I cannot.
Would your protege...
Go on, Jonathan.
Yes?
Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
I found your research on the antidote. The tears of the angel.
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard.
King Richard and Boadicea. How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place.
And did it work?
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile.
I found and defeated the disaster.
Then may I call you brother?
You also defeated one in 1666.
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a big...
How did you defeat it? How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
I would like...
Vampires.
Considering your experience, please.
They are terrible creatures.
I have never...
Of course.
Where did you encounter such...
The last time I saw...
Can we...
The red...
You...
Just...
Do you know...
I don't want to discuss this in front of my...
Why?
For a time, she too...
Do you remember...
Only God is my maker. For he created everything on this earth.
But Myrddin... Michael... is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the
Tell me about it.
I don't...
Please, Sir William.
Have to...
What?
The blood...
You bit...
Elizabeth...
Where?
In London.
How did you...
Time...
What? When what?
It was so...
Did you really...
That...
Do you not want to be cured?
No.
You agreed to be confined here, then?
Yes.
We could set you free.
I pray for the day I'll see the sky.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time.
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord. Farewell, Father. And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, champion of Myrddin, chosen to save England from the vampire epidemic. I could cure you.
What do you mean?
We are creatures of blood, Elizabeth. Everything about us is in our blood. With time, I could perfect the antidote William Marshall gave you. Trust me, for time is on our side.
That is a risk I cannot take, Jonathan. I won't bring another such disaster into this world.
Elizabeth, no. Trust me. I can save you.
How could I trust you, Jonathan? How could I take such a chance?
I'll stay here with you then. As long as we must, until I find a cure.
You have no idea what you're talking about, Jonathan. Despite his madness, William was strong enough to starve for centuries. I doubt we can do the same.
We will lock ourselves down then. I'll get all the material I need and I'll perform my research here with you until you're cured.
Are you mad? Who would take care of us? Who would free us if it takes decades or even more?
Old Bridget will take care of us.
You are serious, aren't you? You really are ready to do this?
I love you, Elizabeth. I can do this. Please, stay with me.
I believe you. This is crazy, but I believe you, Jonathan.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path ye must find. Now the song is sung, and your path chosen. England is safe, for you have prevailed. I bid you farewell, my champion bittersweet. You found yourself a newer quest, and so I leave you to it. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber, until alas she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.